Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I'm going to take you on an RV tour here of this small 2026 Rpod 180 travel trailer. This is a couple style travel trailer that comes in right at about 20 feet long and just a hair over 3,000 pounds dry. But we're going to take a few minutes here, walk you through the inside and outside of this beautiful new RV and show you what it's all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the all-new 2026 Rpod 180 travel trailer here, built by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on the floor plan, it was up a few seconds ago. This is a front bedroom, rear bathroom couples kind of setup. Let's start up here in the front, and then we'll kind of work our way to the back for you. So first things up, you are going to have your queen bed right here, and it is kind of an east to west bed. Just underneath of there is a storage area, but also the furnace is underneath of there too. So you can do a lot of storage in the summertime right down there, but probably want to limit it in the winter time if you're a winter camper. There's an electric outlet right down there. You have 3 windows up here. All of these windows do open. The side windows are basically deep tent safety glass windows. The front one is a dual pane window that actually kind of pops open like an awning or louver, kind of flips up. You'll kind of see that a little bit when we get back outside. Over here is a 12-volt powered 32-inch smart TV. Shameless plug, it is playing my All About RVs YouTube channel right there. Looks like that Riverstone we just videoed. But you could hop over there, check out longer and short form detailed tours of these type of RVs over there. There's a Bluetooth connector up there to work the indoor-outdoor speakers. And then you're going to have some overhead cabinet space up here with a decent amount of storage space. Those cabinet doors are soft close hinges also. And you can kind of see that little blue sticker right there on the ceiling. That is prepping for the Winegard Gateway Connect. It's an aftermarket piece you can buy, hook on, and then like subscribe to AT&T or Verizon like wireless internet service. And it basically uses the existing roof mount TV antenna, which is the Winegard Air 360 Plus antenna system, to bring in the signal. Looking up there, you can see a couple speakers, the AC system, and a 14-inch Furrion turbo exhaust fan right there. Those things move about 920 cubic feet when they're turned on high space of air. Very, very powerful fans for an RV, especially a smaller RV like this. Looking over here is going to be your dinette area. This will go down and make into a bed if you want it to. There is some storage underneath of this left side right here. And then the other side has the electric box with the breakers and fuses and electric outlet and stuff over there. That big window overlooking the campsite or awning side of your RV, that is, again, deep tent safety glass there, and that does slide open. Spinning over to this side, this is your slide out system over here. And you are going to have down below here the road vac, central vac, and dustpan vac. So you can sweep the dirt right in there or break out the hoses and vacuum it up. You have a Furrion convection microwave system, air fryer. It's an air fryer, convection, microwave all in one. So a 3-in-1 system. And it also has a little bit of storage on the left over there. The Furrion 4.3 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator freezer setup here. And then you have a 2-burner gas stovetop with the flip-up glass lid right there. And this goes back down and basically gives you a little bit more counter space when you are not cooking. You have a high-rise sprayer faucet here and a large underbowl sink. There is a window there that opens, electric outlet back there, the little sink board over there that'll go over your sink, or you could use it as a cutting board. You also have some storage up there too. We'll show you what it looks like with the slide closed here in just a little bit. But what do you guys think of the look of something like this? You know, a little 20-footer, again, coming in close to 3,000 pounds. This would be really light and easy for most vehicles to tow around and do some camping. What do you think of something like that? Over there is going to be the on-demand water heater control, your monitor panel for the holding tanks, a water heater override switch, you have a water pump switch, digital thermostat for the propane furnace and the AC system, USB charger ports, propane leak detector down below. There is a couple drawers and either a pantry or hanging closet, whatever you want to use it for, as it does have removable shelves in there and does have a closed rod bar to hang stuff on. Your entry exit door is a deep tent safety glass entry exit door with the window built in that's Lippert thin shade ready. And it does have a screen door and everything right here, fire extinguisher down below. Over here is going to be the awning button to run an in and out, slide out button, some light switches, and then the solar charge controller for the solar panel that's on the roof of this thing. And then back over here is going to be your bathroom area. So you do have a locking doorknob, that's nice. And then in here is going to be your bathroom setup here. So you do have an ABS tub surround. There's a mirror over there, little racks over there, some storage down below the sink area also. And you got your little shower pan area right there. It's probably, I'd say, about 3, maybe 4 inches deep. And you have a pull across curtain that's kind of built in there. And then over this side is going to be a little more storage over there. You have some little hook holders, a little basket thing there, and some storage down below, and a foot flush toilet. There's also a motion light here. This is kind of back to what the Rpod really was all about when it first started all those years ago. And just a very nice, small, compact travel trailer here. Lightweight, easy to tow around. Does have another cool feature here. This is the tire pressure monitoring system right here. Very nice. And then this customer also put a backup camera on it to help them see what's going on behind them when they're driving down the road or backing into a campsite. Now I want to run you around the outside real quick, and then we're going to come back in and show you what it looks like all closed up too. So we will be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2026 Rpod 180 travel trailer here, built by Forestriver RV. We're going to start here on the door side and work our way around for you. So first things up, you are going to have a white fiberglass exterior, aluminum studded foam block insulated sidewall, with the upgraded Azdel composite material instead of that cheap wood Luan backer. So definitely give them kudos for that upgrade. You have deep tint safety glass windows on all your windows and your entry door except for the front window. I'll go over that one with you when we get up to the front. Down below right here is going to be a pretty decent size storage area. You can see there's an 18-inch griddle back there, the hoses for the central vac, and this customer is going with a Blue Ox weight distribution hitch system also. Very nice. Baggage door held up by a magnetic holder and does have a slam latch on it. There is a hot and cold outside utility shower right there. Now, there is a 18-inch griddle in the box you've seen in there. That would hang right here. And basically you have your little removable table here also. So you could do some cooking here and have water located right over here in case you need it for something. Get your little bucket set up or something. Now looking right on down below, you can see the front stabilizer jack, the enclosed underbelly, the gas line hookup for the grill, and then a dump hose holder there also. Looking up here, we have our power awning with the LED light strip built in close to the body of the RV, adjustable arms for tilting. It does have a standard porch light up there too. So you have, kind of an optional way of lighting up this area. And you're also going to have 2 outdoor speakers that work off that Bluetooth system in there. Single axle unit. It is kind of a gold aluminum wheel, drum brakes, easy lube hubs. Again, has that tire pressure monitoring system on it, and it's currently riding on Goodyear Endurance tires. Deep tent safety glass entry exit door with the large folding handle there. It does have a single entrance step, and the window in that door is also Lippert thin shade ready, so there's an aftermarket shade you can buy for that. Little storage compartment area right here. Kind of goes back up in there a little bit. And then looking down below again here, you can see rear stabilizer jack, and again that enclosed underbelly going on back through here. Now on the back section right here, it does have the spare tire with the cover and a mount that goes into roughly about 1.25 inch hitch receiver on the back of this thing. Some people like to take that out and maybe throw it in the car or something, and then put a bike rack on the back so they could take their bicycles with them. So that could be something you could do if you wanted to. The back of the RV, going all the way up the top and down the front, is a one-piece fiberglass right there. So that rolls all the way up. I'll show you the roof here in a minute. And then it gets down to the diamond plate in the front, and that is where it changes. But very, very nicely done. You basically have almost an entirely fiberglass outside. Now, speaking of that roof, let's hop up here real quick and show you what the roof might look like depending on how you ordered yours. All right, so I just wanted to hop up here real quick, kind of get you an idea what this roof might look like. So right here, you do have this like little fin thing right here, which has the running lights in it. And also it does this the way this customer did theirs. It'll have the backup camera back here. So if you do want a backup camera, talk with your salesperson about that. Great feature to consider adding. You got a plumbing stack vent right there. You have your turbo fan with a max air cover over top of it. That's really nice that they put that cover over it. That would allow you to leave the vent open and say you store it away in the summertime or whatever. You can leave that vent open, kind of let some heat escape. Or if you're camping and it's raining or something, you know, you could leave that open, and that should keep out most of your rain problems. There's a solar panel over there, the roof vent, and the Winegard Air 360 Plus TV antenna. But look at that, a very nice, smooth rolling fiberglass whole setup right there. Now you do still have to kind of keep up with the seams and the seals and all that type of stuff. Even though it is fiberglass, you got to make sure you maintain your seams and seals. So do pay attention to that. All right, let's head on back down. All right, back down here on the ground again, just extremely important, keep up with the roof maintenance. Right down here is going to be your detachable 30 amp power cord area right here. You have a cable satellite inlet there in case you do have a place that you can hook up to. You're going to have your black tank flush right here so you can hook up and clean out the system. There's a motion light right there, and then just kind of looking down below, you can see your dump area here for your gray and black tanks all coming out of one area. Again, that enclosed underbelly, and you have your rear jack there. Slide out here again is the Lippert in-wall slide. This customer put a slide out awning cover over top of it. It's a pretty smart idea. It basically helps shade the room. It repels a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, that type of stuff. Just makes it a little nicer when you are closing up and stuff to not have to worry about getting up there and sweeping and cleaning that off. Down below right here, you can see the dump hose holder on this side, that enclosed underbelly continuing right on, the hot and cold low point water drains, the fresh water tank drain also right there. What do you guys think of the look of the Rpod here? Seems like a pretty nice little unit. Right here is going to also be the furnace exhausting out. You do have your city water inlet, your gravity fill fresh water tank, and your on-demand water heater located right here. Now, right down here is going to be some very, very important informational stuff. So for example, this RV was built 11/10 of 25. My model number, 180. Has a gross weight, this is the most you're allowed to load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, do not exceed 4,785 pounds. The RV, when it rolled off the assembly line, supposedly weighed 3,057 pounds. With an exterior length of 20 feet long, tire size ST 225/75 R15 E-range tire with an 80 PSI cold. And again, it does have a tire pressure monitor to help you keep up with that. So pay attention to it. Now you can see, again, a very nice look that rolls right on up. So it has that whole rounded off front instead of more flat like that one all the way down there toward the end. So you can see it's going to hopefully be a little more aerodynamic for you. And if you're towing with a smaller tow vehicle, that's important. A little less wind drag. You have your power tongue jack with the light built-in manual override, 2 5/16 hitch balls, 7-way Bargman wiring plug, heavy-duty safety chains. I like the fact that they put a holder for all that stuff right there. 20-pound propane tank with the hard cover, and then there's room back here for 1 or 2 batteries, depending on the size of the batteries. And then you are going to have the little blinky thing down there. That's the repeater for the tire pressure monitor. And next to that is a battery disconnect. And then you can see here the little logo and the orange lights there, the amber lights, and your front window. Again, this front window does open. And this is, I knew I would forget by the time I got around here. It's like a polycarbon, if I remember correctly. But again, kind of a dual pane window, and that will flip upward. But a very, very nice look for the 2026 Rpod. Oh, and don't forget, you can never forget about the frog. The little frog guy, he is chilling. He has been all over to different designs and graphics and places over the years for the Rpod product. But that is this year's little Rpod frog guy right there. Let's head back inside. I want to show you what it looks like all closed up. All right, I just wanted to step back up in here real quick and kind of show you and get you an idea what it looks like with the slide out closed. And as you can see, when it closes up, I still have full access to walk through here. So if you're stopping at that rest area or, you know, sleeping, crashing out at, you know, the Walmart parking lot overnight or something, you don't have to really open this thing up. I could come in here, get to my fridge, I could cook, do what I need to do, you know, go to the bathroom, sleep, sit around, watch TV. I have basically full access to do whatever. Again, this thing does not really impede much of anything. Now, all you got to do when you are ready to open it up is push the button to take it out. This is the Lippert in-wall slide, and it is 12-volt powered. Pretty simple and easy to do. It only takes a few seconds to bump it out. And it's done. Again, easy to do. All right, guys, thanks a ton for taking the time to watch my RV videos. If you don't mind, please remember to smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe and do your wallet a huge favor and check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation, guys. They are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. Check them out.